now that we figured out what our passion is and we know that we have permission to go be that person that we want to go be, and we don't have to go follow all the other rules, and we're free to pick and choose the business or the industry that we want to be in, and we're not doing it for the money we're going to make, we're doing it for other reasons, knowing that if we do it well and right for these other reasons, the money will follow like the tail on the dog. They will always show up together. Well, now that we know that, we get some choices. We can either buy it or build it. And so let's talk about them separately. Because we don't have to go start a company from scratch. We don't have to just, say, oh, gee, I'm now in the business and I'll go hire my first employee and I'll get my first office and I'll, start from the kitchen table. Now, I've done that a lot of times, but there's another methodology that I want to talk to you about because it's legitimate, it's valid, and it works for some people. And we're going to talk about both buying it and building it, but let me compare the two because maybe buying it would be more right for you. And if it is, then you have to know the advantages as well as the disadvantages. And one of the clear advantages that happens when you buy a business rather than just start one from scratch is you're getting a proven track record. You're buying a business that's in existence. They already have a history. You've already tested it. It isn't like starting one from your own kitchen table and saying, boy, I hope this works, I hope this works, I hope this works. Now, when you're buying an existing business, you get to see their track record. And that sometimes takes a lot of the uncertainty and a lot of the question of, are there really customers? Do they really want this product? Will they really pay this much money for the service? Remember those very base questions we asked earlier? Well, in a business that's already in existence, that's already proven up. There is a track record. Well, there's another thing, and there's a series of these advantages. An existing company already has a customer base. Now, that's wonderful from a business point of view, because when you start one by yourself, you got to go find customer number one. Then you got to go find customer number two. Now, when I first graduated from law school, I decided I want to go practice law by myself. I didn't want to work for a firm. I didn't want to go out there and be a corporate lawyer, and I didn't want to, work for the government. I wanted to just hang out my shingle, and I wanted to be a lawyer and have people come see me. Well, I didn't realize how hard that really was. When I first hung out my shingle, I had this naive idea that, boy, I'm a lawyer. I just graduated. I just passed the bar, and golly, I must be pretty cool. I kind of thought everybody just be knocking my door down. Well, I felt like the Maytag repairman. I was as lonely as can be. There was no activity. Nobody even knew I was there. And boy, it was a long time. I was about 30 days, literally, before I got my first paying customer. Now, buying groceries and paying the rent when you don't have any paying customers, gets really, really hard. So buying a business takes one of those considerations out of there. You already have a customer base. You already have people who are using that business. They're coming on a regular basis, and most of them are probably predictably going to be coming back in the near future. Good. That's an important question to get out of the way. Also, an advantage is an existing business has a marketing plan in place. They're doing something that's working. Now, granted, they're selling the business for a reason, and we'll talk about, kind of due diligence that you have to do if you're going to buy a business. But they already have a marketing plan that is working to some degree. Now, you might think you can make it work better, but their marketing plan is accomplishing something. It's producing customers. It's producing revenue. It's selling something, whatever it is they sell in their organization. And in a brand new startup business, we have to go create that all by ourselves. And then we sometimes have to hope that it really will work. Because remember, it's untested. We don't know yet. And another advantage is companies that are already in existence already have existing employees. They already have a customer, not just a customer base, they have an employee base. They have people who are already there, already trained, already good at what it is they do. Now, over here, when we go start a business by ourselves, we have to go teach everybody how to go do what it is we want them to do, the way we want them to do it, and sometimes we don't even know yet how to go do it, so that becomes a concern. Well, over here, when you're buying a business, that question's taken care of because they're already there. Then you also get operating cash flows. You get their money, their revenues, the business that's coming in are already predictable. It's already assured, assuming, there isn't going to be a traumatic change overnight, and you wouldn't buy a business if you're any worried at all that the business isn't going to continue then thereafter. Now, you also get some other things that are really important, and these are things that I want you to consider, and I'm not pushing buying a business versus building. I'm just telling you the advantages and disadvantages of each. So you get to think your way through it.